Passive set and forget income stream without wasting your time. And my name is Ashley Z, and I'm very excited to teach you about this mega website that just drives traffic to anywhere you want it to go. It's fabulous. And since I do not believe in wasting time, let's get into this. So we're going to talk about Pinterest. It's a passive set and forget income stream. This is what I'm going to show you. An overlooked mega website, and that's Pinterest. It's going to drive traffic to your money sites, your e-commerce sites, any website you need traffic to. Pinterest is your guide. It will help you, okay? And Pinterest, interestingly, is largely ignored, and it's little understood by the vast majority of internet marketers. I have theories as to why that is, but that's neither here or there right now. We can talk about it later if you want. But I have been using Pinterest and marketing with Pinterest since 2012. I developed a course about this back in 2013. And back in the day, it was the first of its kind on Udemy, most popular course in its niche. I have helped hundreds, perhaps thousands of people since that time. I haven't done a really good job keeping a head tally as the number went up, but I should go back because I'm sure I'm in the 4 digits, in the thousands. But here's the most important thing. What I'm going to talk about today works the best it has ever worked. It works even better now than it did when I first figured this out. So that's excellent news for all of us. Now, why is this important to you? It's a proven way to generate traffic and passive revenue, and this method gives you an unfair advantage with even the biggest industry players. So I'm talking that you can go toe-to-toe, head-to-head with businesses that have millions of dollars of advertising at their disposal, like, I don't know, HGTV for starters. On what social media platform or traditional media platform can you compete with anything HGTV offers or anything Nike offers with your budget? You can't, all right? But Pinterest is different. You absolutely can go toe-to-toe with these corporations and win. And you don't need a ton of money to do it. And furthermore, if you're a complete beginner to making money online, I love Pinterest because it's going to start you off on the right foot. It works, step one. And if you're new to internet marketing, you need to see that this works, all right? Because it puts big gust of wind in your sales. It makes money, right? More of that gust of wind in your sales, you'll actually realize, oh, I can do this. This isn't some kind of pipe dream. It's fun and it's pretty easy. There are many ways to make money online, but Pinterest is a very enjoyable way. Not every way is very enjoyable. And I know that's a bit arbitrary because some people really like the tedious, painstaking methods. And if that's cool, I'm not trying to upset you. But I like visual things. I like easy things. I don't like agonizing over teeny tiny details. And Pinterest is extremely forgiving and fun. So if you're new, I highly recommend you check out Pinterest. Now, if what I said resonates with you at all, then what we're going to be discussing is going to be a breath of fresh air. And just curious, go ahead and show me, are you on Pinterest? Like, I want to canvas the crowd right now. What is your familiarity with Pinterest? Are you on it? Are you trying to market on it? Do you pin? Have you never heard of it? Let me see where we are just collectively as a group. And there's no wrong answers to this, by the way, so don't be embarrassed. Let me see what we got here. We got some dabblers, right? Yeah, I understand that. Personal, lots of boards going. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we have everything, it seems like, except active. Okay, so we do have a little bit, like some people being like, I'm trying to get the business aspect to it going. I'm doing a little bit of advertising. Okay, cool, because there's many different ways you can make money with Pinterest. So I'm seeing little bits of that. We cover the full spectrum. That's my big takeaway here, okay? Excellent. Well, boy, do I have something for all of you. All right, so what we're going to talk about during this presentation, it's a different and not done to death model, does not require inventory, graphic design, skills, reviews, filling out pages upon pages of listing information. Some of you might sell on websites like, I don't know, Amazon, for instance. You got a lot of stuff you have to fill out with Amazon. You have to stay on top of it. You don't need to do any of that with Pinterest. You don't even need a website to make money with Pinterest. Now, if you happen to have any of the above things, great. That's awesome. You can totally put it to use with making money on Pinterest. But is it a requirement that you have any of those above bullet points? Absolutely not. Okay. I, for instance, I hate asking people for reviews. I don't know what it is about me. It's just something, I mean, I can put out a stellar product and I just feel so weird coming out like, excuse me, can you leave a review of my product, please? I don't know. It's all in my head. It's stupid. All right. It's a personality thing I have to wrestle with. But with Pinterest, I don't even have to worry about it. So I just gravitate towards that. So if you have any weird quirks like me, you don't have to worry about it with Pinterest. You can make Pinterest work with you, okay? Now, when I started, I didn't really have much of these things. Like, I am still not a great graphic designer. I'm okay. I've improved as of late, but I'm not working for Pixar or anything, you know what I mean? But it hasn't slowed my role at all. Now, hey, self-publishers out there, I want to give you a quick shout out. You definitely want to be on Pinterest. If you are self-published or if you sell anything tangible for that matter on Amazon, Pinterest is definitely for you. And I just mentioned that because I publish a lot of books on Amazon, so I kind of have that little bend to my thinking. But I've noticed other self-publishers are not utilizing Pinterest to any advantage, not even its fullest advantage. People are just like forgetting about it. Even though they're self-publishing. The sheer volume of traffic and attention this method generates is very appealing to those of us that self-publish. And this method never goes out of style. Like the internet may change, Amazon may change, but Pinterest is kind of forever. It has only had the teeniest, tiniest changes since 2012 because it's got a solid winning trajectory. So they're not really changing how it operates too much. For the average person. That's wonderful. Now, very important, this is passive Pinterest profits I'm talking about, passive being the key word. So if you don't follow the instructions or advice that I give you, or worse yet, if you don't do anything, then you can't expect anything to happen. It's not a get-rich-quick method. It's passive. It's a stream of income here, a stream of income here, a little babbling brook of income here, a torrential flood of income here, like all these different rivers come together to make a very hefty passive amount of income. But it is passive, okay? So personal responsibility is key here. You will reap what you sow when it comes to Pinterest, okay? The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. I think this is a good thing because life is so unpredictable and Pinterest is forgiving. If you are quote unquote working with Pinterest every day, all right, you're consistently pinning, you're being very social, you're feeding the Pinterest universe. Pinterest loves that if you do it consistently. But if life gets crazy and, I don't know, you're gone for 2 weeks, so to speak, like you're not really doing anything on Pinterest, Pinterest is forgiving of that. Other social media websites are not so forgiving. But Pinterest is, it goes with the flow. Okay, so that's something I like. But keep in mind, there is a correlation between what you put in and what you get out. It is a proven strategy. Some people do this part-time to earn extra income, and by part-time I mean anything from once in a while to a little bit daily, even like once a week, like not much, but some people do this on a more full-time basis and thus they earn more money. I cannot stress this enough. There is a correlation between what you put in and what you get out. You have to decide how much you want, what kind of effort you want to put in to correlate with the kind of income that you could get out of it. It's entirely up to you. Now, it's time for you to make passive profits with Pinterest. So what is Pinterest, you say? Excellent question. It's a virtual pin board where people can pin links and pictures from around the internet. It's very visually oriented, a social bookmarking website. Now, I have been on Pinterest for so long that I actually have multiple Pinterest accounts. That is unusual now because now you can have multiple Pinterest, let's say, like a business account, a personal account, a brand account, all under one umbrella. But when I started, I've been on Pinterest so long you had to be invited onto Pinterest. All right, like I was there in its baby days. I just have all these accounts still. I'm going to show you one of them, and we're going to treat this like how most people treat Pinterest. So imagine a pyramid, okay? Right now, we're on the bottom rung of the pyramid, how the masses treat Pinterest. And if you treat Pinterest the way I'm about to show you, that's okay. Just know you're in the herd, all right? And you're not utilizing Pinterest's full potential, not even close. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just calling it what it is. You are part of the laboring masses, okay? So let's look at the bottom tier of Pinterest use right now. Okay, minimize this for you guys. Here we go. There we go. So here we are. Most people treat Pinterest like this, where they scroll through and they're like, oh, look at this pretty pool. I really like it. Ooh, a zucchini recipe? Count me in. I'll make that later. Okay, so what they would do is they would pin it. I have a board here called Edible and Drinkable, and Pinterest is smart enough to realize, hey, this is a zucchini recipe. You probably want to save it to your board, so I'm going to hit save. Because later, I'll look at this and I'll learn how to make the best zucchini. And if you're on Pinterest and you're part of that bottom tier, you're scrolling around and you're like, oh, wow, this is interesting. Look at this, cactus balloons, cool. Jewelry, I love all these emeralds and diamonds. So I'm going to put it on a board. I'll look at it later. This is how most people treat Pinterest. They're on Pinterest's website, going through the Pinterest universe, pinning things to boards that they have set up that they want to look at later. This is probably how most of you treat Pinterest, okay? It's all right if you do that, but there's no money making going on right now. It's just me staying within Pinterest's contained universe, recycling pins that have already been presented in Pinterest. Okay, so that's bottom tier level of pinning. It's fun. It's super addictive. Like, you guys will back me up on that. It's informative. It can absolutely bring joy into your life, because I will go look at that zucchini pin I saved. I'll look at it later tonight and I'll make some banging zucchini. That sounds like a fun plan. But there's no money here, okay? So we got to elevate the game a little bit. So to do this, let's go back to here. We actually want to modify pins a little bit, okay? So in order to do this, I'm going to show you Chairish. It's a home decor website. It's kind of pricey, all right? Now I'm going to add to the Pinterest universe. This is the next tier up on the pyramid. People that do this are still kind of in the masses, but they're on a higher tier. They're not at the bottom of the pyramid. So if you do the kind of behavior I'm about to show you, congratulations, you're getting closer to making money. Okay, you're almost there. You're almost there. So let's go to Chairish and check this out. And let's see what Chairish has to offer. So if you have any like home decor stuff to sell, you can list it on Chairish and make a lot of money doing it. But that is not today's focus. But I'll put it on your radar in case you're interested. Okay, what we got here? Something. Oh, okay, a coaster set. I like this, but I'm not going to buy it right now, but I want to save it for later. So here I am, slightly higher on the pyramid. I'm going to add this to Pinterest's universe. I didn't find this on Pinterest's homepage. I didn't find this searching within Pinterest. I'm on a totally different website, and I'm going to now contribute to expanding Pinterest's universe. So I'm going to either click this button, which is a pinning button, save it, or I can click on the actual item itself. So now I'm on the website for this coaster set. Now I want to pin it to Pinterest. So I can either hit this button here, or when you download Pinterest, you're given a button that goes up in your browser. So pin, I'm going to expand Pinterest's universe just a little bit. All right, so most people don't edit this, but notice this pencil down here. This is a text box, a description for the picture, okay? Most people don't touch this, so I won't right now. But if you want to start making money on Pinterest, you need to pay attention to everything that goes into this box, okay? Because Google loves Pinterest, and Google, when it scans through Pinterest, it looks through this box. So I'm going to leave it as it is right now. But even though I don't own this, I can change what this says. Fascinating, right? Well, I'm just going to pin this to home decor. And just like that, I have expanded Pinterest universe. And Pinterest loves users that make it grow. So you're a little bit closer to making money by just doing this. Now, with these pins, okay, I want to talk about these a little more before I show you one way that's totally free, quick, and easy to make money with Pinterest. I just want to expand upon this a teensy tiny bit, so hang in here with me. all these pins, like that coaster set I just showed you, and when I was, acting like the masses on Pinterest, I was scrolling on Pinterest's homepage, all those pretty pictures, they're not pictures, they're links, okay? So if you can make the mental switch, instead of saying, oh, look at this picture that I'm pinning, or, oh, look at this picture I'm going to pin onto Pinterest, no. You're adding links, okay? They're all links. Make the switch and you can start making money. It's a mental thing, but it's an important flip you got to do in your brain. All these links, which look like the most gorgeous pictures of all time, but they're links. They do not lose their efficacy over time. So a pin, which is a link, it's just a beautiful link, all right? Posted months ago, it can become very popular again, which is kind of like the link getting new life, even though you put no energy into it. So when you pin an image onto Pinterest, aka when you pin a link onto Pinterest, that link will work forever in your favor, okay? And because you added a new link to Pinterest that Pinterest didn't have before, it puts more weight behind it in its secret algorithm. It loves people that upload new things into Pinterest. So you definitely want to be doing that kind of behavior. Now this image you see below, it doesn't do much for me throughout the year. I've had this link, I was going to say picture, but it's a link, remember. I've had it up for years. Come Valentine's Day, it makes me so much money. They're chocolate-covered apples, I think. Wouldn't make sense if they were chocolate-covered onions, but I think they're apples. Valentine's Day rolls around, like get your sweetheart something sweet. This pin is a workhorse for me. I haven't touched it. I haven't modified it. I haven't done anything to it in years, and I make money. And this particular link is an affiliate link that pays me cash money. All right, so like I said, most of the year, crickets, it's not doing anything. But when middle to end of January rolls around and Valentine's Day's coming up on the horizon, it goes to work for me. So when you add something to Pinterest, all right, when you upload a link onto Pinterest, make sure that it's got this, decent amount of evergreenness to it, because that link will work for you forever. So as long as it's not constricted to any particular date, like, August 4th, 2019, well, once August 4th rolls around, your pin's no good anymore, all right? So holidays, general life events, recipes, things that are always good work fantastic on Pinterest. So, all right, once you do that, you don't have to do any more work. It's a very passive way to just send out wider and wider nets. They're links, all right? Send out all these links and see what they catch for you. A few important facts before I show you a free, easy way to start making money today on Pinterest is that 93% of people that use Pinterest intend to buy, follow, or attempt to make the items they repin. That is astronomically high. Your takeaway is you don't need to sell intent on Pinterest. The intent is already there. People are on Pinterest already primed to buy, create, cook. I mean, put your verb there. They're primed to do it. Now, whether or not the customer's intent is for right now or save for future reference, that's a different story, and that's an important nuance. You just need to siphon Pinterest's traffic to your direction. You just need to attract eyeballs, essentially. That's why having a really nice picture is important. Aesthetically pleasing images get so much attention on Pinterest, so that's something you need to consider. Some people learn by reading, some people learn by hearing. I'm not going to go over each of these bullet points line by line, because the most important thing to take away from this slide is that if you sell anything online that has a cart, like Shopify or T-Rex or Zoe or Lemon Stand, these websites get a lot of traffic from Pinterest. And the average order values of sales from Pinterest to any store that uses Shopify is about $50. So if you have a website that uses some kind of shopping cart, the average amount of sales coming from Pinterest is $50 per person. That's not something to sneeze at. That adds up real quick. And Pinterest is the second highest driver of all social media traffic to Shopify carts. Facebook is still, of course, king. This applies more broadly as well. Facebook is still the top dog as far as social media goes, with advertising, with people it can reach, etc. But Facebook's reign is not as unquestionable as it once was. I mean, 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
it was Facebook now, Facebook forever, but now Facebook kind of looks a little shaky sometimes. All right, public opinion is one thing. The rule changes Facebook unveils. Facebook's own ambition with cryptocurrency, that's going to cause some havoc within the website. And oh yes, let's not forget, people are so comfortable with social media because of Facebook that they're branching out. Okay, so Facebook's still king, but Pinterest is number 2. Okay, and Pinterest is growing. It's nowhere near saturated, whereas Facebook is saturated. Okay, Pinterest is not. So if you have, let's say you actually want to spend money on advertising and you only have $1 to do it, you probably want to put most of that dollar on Facebook, but the rest goes to Pinterest and you will see returns. Okay, so that's the takeaway right now. I love making money with Pinterest more than I ever enjoyed it with Facebook, because Facebook, they love you when your wallet's open. As soon as you close your wallet, they drop you like a bad habit. Never knew you, never cared for you. Whereas with Pinterest, you put a link up, okay, and its half-life is considerably longer than Facebook's half-life. Okay, so it works for free, and if you were to pay, it works longer for you than Facebook. Pinterest has a lot going for it. Do not sleep on it. Now, 72% of people I have first consulted with Pinterest before buying something offline. 93% of users say they use Pinterest to plan for online purchases. I'm definitely one of those numbers. Orders from Pinterest have increased 140% over the past years. Pinterest is still growing, and Pinterest is just getting serious about its growth. It realizes it's about to just maybe even take over Facebook. It's going to be huge. So that they've hired, the Google execs, the Facebook execs, they're all going to Pinterest now. And we're going to see just incredible growth in Pinterest in the next few years. So buckle up, get in it now. Now, remember I said with Pinterest, people save things that they want to look at later. Now, maybe it's an hour from now, like I did with the zucchini pin, right? I'll look at it before dinner tonight, see if I can't rustle that up for some grub. But maybe I saved it because next week I know I'm going to have a cookout with some friends and I want to make it then. Well, it's in the future, both those examples were, but one's more in the distant future. So it's important to understand Pinterest's time zone and how it operates, because social media, broadly speaking, your Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, etc., they're all concerned with the recent past time zone. So people go on those platforms to share what they just did or what they are currently doing, and of course the present instantly slips into the past. Right? But Pinterest is different. People go on Pinterest to aggregate, collect, repin, and research for their future. Pinterest is about that future time zone. It's about what people will do. So people will pin baby clothes, for instance. And when people do that, they're thinking about what a future baby is going to wear. It may be the immediate future, the foreseeable future, or the distant future, but it is in no way concerned with the past at all. No one pins a baby outfit to be like, I wished I dressed my kid in this 12 years ago. That makes no sense. No one does that, all right? But what does this mean for you as someone who is selling things online? It means your sale or your email collection if you're trying to get email addresses, or your website visit, or your subscribers to your vlog, whatever, okay? That's going to either happen in the immediate future, the foreseeable future, or the distant future. That's what Pinterest is all about. It's actually amazing insight when you think of it this way, because from looking at other people's pins, or from going on Pinterest and looking at most popular pins, you can discern what customers want before he or she actually make any decisions, all right? So if you go on Pinterest and you see a particular supplement is taken off, like right now ashwagandha is getting big, but I remember years ago, kale, which is so like mainstream and boring now, it was electric a few years ago. And before it hit mainstream culture, it was blowing up on Pinterest. Well, that's what Pinterest does. It's all about the future, right? So anything you see on Pinterest is actually a future trend that you have a sneak preview of. So if you see ashwagandha, which is what that image is you see on your lower left screen, it's in traditional Chinese medicine, it's in Ayurvedic medicine, cures basically everything, so they say, okay? If ashwagandha's gaining traction on Pinterest, it's going to come to mainstream culture soon. So you can prepare for that by either affiliating yourself with the company that sells that product, start selling it yourself, write a blog post about it, assuming you're already in like the health and wellness kind of niche, whatever. You have a jump start on culture. Before it hits mainstream culture, it will be on Pinterest first. That is money you can take to the bank right there. If you're a writer and you ever need ideas for books that will sell, Pinterest is your shepherd. You see ashwagandha's taken off? All right, compile 10 recipes featuring ashwagandha in there because it has a slight flavor, but it's masked really easily. And then write, real quick, or hire someone to write a little recipe book for you. Boom, put it up online. And people on Pinterest, you would pin it, and because it's popular, traffic will come your way. And then as it hits mainstream culture, morning news is talking about the great new super herb. Can it cure your fill-in disease here? It's called ashwagandha. People Google ashwagandha. Well, you've already got your product lined up, got your website lined up. You got pins out there talking about ashwagandha. Google loves all this. Here comes your traffic. So I like to think of Pinterest as a crystal ball. So if you are ever short of ideas, go to Pinterest. Just don't get sucked in by the pretty pictures. They're links, okay? So don't get sucked into the, pretty, let me save this. It's very hypnotic. Don't fall for it. You need to go in there ruthlessly and say, what is popular? What are people talking about? What's getting the most repins? How can I flip this to work to my advantage? And it will work to your advantage because you're thinking like someone higher on the tier now. Remember that triangle, that pyramid? You're starting to move up. Now you're getting into the money-making opportunities, okay? Now, when you start pinning onto Pinterest, you're going to be able to see people repinning your stuff, and you're going to be able to see what boards they put it on, unless they put it onto a secret board, but you don't really need to concern yourself with that, all right? So let's say you're selling a body wrap. You think you should market it as a workout enhancer, okay? So you have blog posts up, your Amazon sales page, or your own website sales page talks about how if you wrap your abs in this body wrap, it'll get more defined, you'll get ripped, right, quickly when you work out. You pin it on Pinterest and you see it gets traction, but people are pinning it to boards related to post-baby body. And how do you know that? Just look at what people title their boards. They're never crazy original. They're always pretty straight to the point. The board will say baby, body after baby, or post-baby body. Well, if you see that's where your pins are going, guess what? You have to change your marketing a little bit. Instead of emphasizing workout enhancer, you need to change the language so you mention post-baby body, all right? Or body bouncing back after baby, that kind of stuff, all right? People will show you on Pinterest how they want you to market it to them. They will show you how whatever it is you're selling fills a need that they have. If you don't get sucked into the hypnotic images, it's all right there. Now, the long game, okay, is, Pinterest is all about that future time zone. People on Pinterest go back through their boards to see what they pinned, and they will act on your pin when they feel the time is right. All right, so this is something that comes from my own personal experience, okay? So say you sell or have an affiliate link for high-tech compression bandages. Someone pins it on your board. Awesome. But then they just sit on it. Boo, not awesome. Because we all like instant sales. I know passive Pinterest, that's the name of the game, but isn't it nice when you get instant sales? It's not nice, okay? It's a bit frustrating. 3 months later, that person finally makes a move and buys your compression bandage. What gives? Well, maybe that person knew they were going to have knee surgery in 4 months, and your pin was part of their preparation reconnaissance. There was no need for them to buy your high-tech bandage right now. They still had a few months to go. But as their surgery date came closer, they went back to make the purchase they put on their to-do list, so to speak, months ago. So your sale came, it just came later than you would have preferred because push come to shove, most people prefer instant sales. But still, the sale came. All right, so the half-life of any given pin can last years. I am still making money and getting signups from pins I posted years ago. As long as there's nothing time sensitive in your pins, it will work for you until the end of time. The minute you put either text superimposed on your image or in the description beneath your image, anything that is time sensitive, like very date specific, you're kneecapping yourself. Don't do that, okay? So keep time sensitive information out of your pins. And one of your biggest goals should be to get as many repins as possible. The more repins you have, the more people see your pins, the bigger your potential customer base becomes, the more durable the half-life of your pin. All right, so that's the case for most pins. But on this particular webinar, I just want to tell you a slight caveat to this. There are some products like shame products, usually related to bodily functions, okay? I have a few of these out there, and some of them deal with like character deficiencies and bodily functions. People don't like talking about this for whatever reason. It's stuff people like to keep private. So if you sell anything bodily function related or, you know, lacking in personality related, you're going to get a lot of attention from Pinterest. You're just not going to get a lot of repins, because when people repin something, unless they repin it to a secret board, it's as if they went to the town hall, took out this huge piece of paper and pulled a Martin Luther on it and started nailing it to the door. Like, hear ye, this is what I have to say about this pin. It applies to my life. You're not going to get that if you're selling something like a menstrual cup, or if you're selling something for irritable bowel syndrome. You're not going to get that. People are not going to be like, hear ye, 'tis true. Look at this pin I have repinned. Yes, 'tis I, the one with irritable bowels. No one's going to do that, okay? So you'll get sales from Pinterest. You're just not going to get a lot of repins because people like to keep that secret. Okay, no one wants to leave proof that they are aware of a character deficiency or any proof that their body is not acting according to society standards of perfection. All right, is what it is. I mean, I've gotten plenty of sales with products that don't get a lot of repins, and it's because I have found over time they fall into those two camps: bodily functions or character deficiencies. So who uses Pinterest? I'm not going to go over this line by line, but basically your answer is women. All right. So if your product does not appeal to women, just manage your expectations. I'm not saying you're not going to have a lot of success on Pinterest. I'm just saying right now it's mostly women on Pinterest. That is going to change. It is changing every year. More and more men join Pinterest. But if you sell a product or a book, or your website is like hyper masculine, like no girls allowed, girls have cooties kind of things, manage expectations. Pinterest is not yet quite your most comfortable home, but it will be. And you still need to put your stuff on Pinterest anyway, because Google loves trolling through Pinterest and giving those links in search results, okay? So let's say you had like this heavy-duty wrench head, rah, 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 okay? But women need wrenches too. Traditionally, wrenches are marketed more towards men and very masculine looking, tough guy, rough, rough, rough. And you're like, well, wait, I have this wrench set. I want it to appeal to women. Women need to buy wrenches too. Do not just put a pink border around your image. Women are like pinked to death. It doesn't do anything. We're numb to it. You want to change your lingo to female empowerment. That will work much better. That will find a very nice home on Pinterest, okay? Just something I want to put out there, because I help people. I'm a consultant when it comes to selling on Pinterest too. This is something I have told quite a few people, you know, iterations of this. Don't pink things to death just because there's a lot of women and their sales improved. So I pass this information on to you. Basically on this page, your big takeaway is that Google loves Pinterest links. So even if you sell something that like really mostly applies to men, hair loss, for instance. Women have hair loss too, so you change your marketing a little, you change your images a little, it will do just fine. But men are on Pinterest, all right? Just if you have a product that is mostly geared toward men but can apply to women, you know, work on how you present it with your language, and then you will see sales and traffic come. If it's a product that has no bearing with women whatsoever, maybe erectile dysfunction, all right, you would have to change the language to be something like, ladies, let's talk about what's going on with your man, okay? You have to change the language there. Just Pinterest one day will be your home if that applies to you. Right now it's kind of not. But Google loves the links, so you got to get on there now. That's your big takeaway. During work, a lot of people use Pinterest. People underreport how much they use Pinterest because people always underreport how much they're on the internet, okay? But the percentage of Pinterest users from the USA is 60%. Okay, and on this is like how important is the website? How big is it? Well, it's constantly growing. Your big takeaway on this slide is that people have disposable income when they're on Pinterest. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that is a good thing. You like targeting your stuff to demographics that have money to spend. So that is Pinterest for you. People who use Pinterest are extremely likely to buy something online. That doesn't surprise me at all, anecdotally speaking. Of all the women on Pinterest, moms are the big fish you want to go after. Moms love Pinterest. Any product, book, or website that relates to anything mom will have a rabid audience on Pinterest. Okay? Any product, any book, anything can be tailored to moms. Just take some creative thinking. And if you can do that, you will have much more success making money with Pinterest because moms are the rabid spenders and repinners on Pinterest for sure. I mean, that's beyond question. Your big takeaway on this particular slide, if you were to go through it line by line, is that Pinterest users are a highly motivated group of people. They click links and they take action. The most popular Pinterest destination for people that click through pins are blogs, okay? That's how Pinterest applies to most internet marketers, regardless of whether or not you have a tangible product to sell. You take them to your website. Maybe you have a sign-up box there to collect emails or a subscribe button you want them to hit, whatever. People are comfortable going on Pinterest and then going to blogs or personal websites. The second most popular Pinterest destination are sales pages. All right, so people are comfortable going on Pinterest, seeing an image that appeals to them, clicking on that image, which remember, it's really a link, and going right to the sales page. Like not to the copy, they're used to going right to a page that says buy now. That includes Amazon. So that actually is nice for you as a marketer that, again, you don't have to convince people to buy. You just have to channel their willingness to buy to your product. All right, the finger's itchy. They're just looking for the right thing to hit buy now on. So that is a very strong advantage to Pinterest, all right? And if you are a self-publisher or if you sell anything tangible on Amazon, it's pretty perfect because they can click on your pin and go right to your sales page. And then just hit buy now, add to cart, and off you go. The half-life of a Pinterest pin is 1,600 times longer than that of a Facebook post. The half-life of a Pinterest pin on average is 3.5 months, where it's working at like peak performance, where it's generating a lot of attention. That's an average amount of time. So if you put a link, aka pin, onto Pinterest, that's good. It's got a nice image and you got a nice little description with it. You can expect it to quote-unquote work for you for 3.5 months. Hard. After that, it'll wax and wane. There will be times when it's popular and it'll kind of recede into the background. And then if it's seasonal, it'll come roaring back during that season or during that holiday. If it's, you know, just general, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason as to why it comes back into being popular, but it never disappears forever. It never becomes ineffectual. It's like the moon, waxing and waning periods of a pin, okay? But it's 1,600 times longer than a Facebook post because, as I said before, Facebook is still king, but Facebook only treats you well when you're paying. You don't have to pay to make money on Pinterest, okay? And as soon as you stop paying Facebook, they don't give a shit about you anymore. That sucks. I remember when it used to not be like that. But alas, these are the times we are in now. Something I wanted to let you know is that images without faces get repinned 23% more often than images with faces. This is good news for those of you that don't have like the budget to hire a model to model your products. You don't need it. People don't want to see faces anymore. Half a face is sufficient. No face is sufficient. No one wants to see a face. So that's good. That saves money for everyone. Okay, and lighter images are repinned 20 times more frequently than dark images. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule, right? Sometimes a pin with a dark background does exceedingly well. But by and large, you want to think light and airy with your images. Mobile stats, important things for you to know here is 52% of Pinterest users use Pinterest on their smartphone, and that is their primary pinning device. So your important takeaway is make sure if you have your own website that it's mobile friendly, that it looks good on cell phones, because that's what people are using with increasing frequency. Make sure your sales pages look good. Now, if you sell something on Amazon, you don't have to worry about it. Amazon looks great on all phones. They're taking care of that. But if you have your own website, you need to be up on this. Otherwise, you'll pin onto Pinterest. It'll be a great pin. People will come, and the traffic's coming, and they bust through the door, and your website looks like shit on their cell phone. You're not getting any sales. You're not going to get any signups. Nothing. It's all this build-up of expectation just to be bitterly disappointed because your website sucks. So you don't want that. Make sure it looks good on mobile devices. If you have to pay someone to jazz it up so that it works on mobile devices, it's well worth it. Otherwise, all your hard work is literally for naught. Now, to keep this secret, the less people that know about this, the better. I'm okay sharing this with you here on this training, but don't let it get out of here. Okay, so everyone pinkies up. Good. We all pinky promised. Excellent. The best time and date to pin is Wednesday. Now, I have found all this information out from years of pinning. Okay, Wednesday between 1 and 2 is a real sweet spot. I don't know what it is about Pinterest's algorithm, but it likes that. The best time to pin in order to get repins, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m., and best time for clicks is 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I have a theory as to why this is. Wednesday is hump day. People are halfway done with the work week. They're starting to think about the weekend. They are thinking about, dun, 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 the future, which is what Pinterest is all obsessed about, right? So Wednesday between 1 and 2, lunchtime or post-lunch, you know, they're sneaking in some Pinterest time at work, hump day. All right, so pin something on Wednesday between 1 and 2. Then don't be surprised if between 3 and 8 p.m. you see your pins getting repinned, all right, because that correlates with people getting out of work, people, you know, getting ready to start making dinner or getting done making dinner. People are on Pinterest then. And then for clicks through to your website, 8 to 10. So you pinned between 1 and 2. People repinned it to their boards. They saved it for later between 3 and 8. And then between 8 and 10, when they are either sitting on their couch, kind of with the TV droning on in the background, or they're laying in bed and they're just kind of puttering around on their smartphone before they fall asleep, they are going back to those pins that they saved for later, and now they're going to all the websites. They're going over their pins and following it wherever they lead, because now they're in a buying mood. They're in a relaxed, comfortable, wind-down mood, a very impressionable mood, which is good as a marketer. You like it when people buy stuff this late at night. You don't have to do any persuading because they're from Pinterest. They're primed, and any resistance they have to, no, I shouldn't buy this, it's gone. They're falling asleep. They're zombieing out in front of the TV. They'll buy it. Oh, yes, they will. Just throw that buy now button in front of them. So Wednesday's the best day. Does that mean you should only pin on Wednesday? No. I'm just letting you know if there's, you know, a new product launch you have or a new book coming out, you want to hit it hardest on Wednesdays. That's when I have seen over the course of years the biggest returns. Now, here is one free method to monetize on Pinterest. I'm going to show you a really simple way to use affiliate marketing on Pinterest. It can apply to almost anything on the internet, all right? All you need is a link. You don't need anything else. And this is just one method for pinning on Pinterest. There are many other methods, but I cannot go over all of them today. I just don't have all the time. So I'm going to show you one free way right now. Feel free to copy everything you see exactly. Like literally verbatim. It's not going to bother me. There's plenty of money to go around doing it this way. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys to a website I have called Rulala. I'm an affiliate on it, essentially. It's a website that sells clothes and home stuff, and it's pretty cool. They take like designer clothes and they mark it down. It's sample sizes, I guess, is one way you could term it. So whenever I need new clothes, I come to here. I haven't paid for new clothes in years, because I just use this website. All right, and then with Rulala, they used to give you cash money. Now they only give you Rulala credits, which is okay if you buy clothes from here, which is what I do. It's as good as cash, but you don't have to use this website. You're just watching the process, but if you want to, you can follow me verbatim. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a pin that Pinterest has never seen before. Now I'm in the top part of that pyramid. I'm going to expand the Pinterest universe. I'm going to give it something it's never seen before. I'm going to put a slight call to action, a very soft call to action in my pin, and basically I'm putting fresh blood into Pinterest. No one else has done what I'm about to do. And Pinterest will reward me for that. It will put more weight behind the pin. It will show it to more people. It will lead to more sales. And what I'm going to do here is hit print screen on my keyboard. It's just a little button that says per screen. All right, print screen abbreviated. If you have a Mac, I don't know what it is. You can Google it. How do I print screen on a Mac? They'll tell you how. Y'all got different keyboards. So I'm going to hit print screen. Now I am going to go to Microsoft Paint. Yes, trusty Microsoft Paint. That's all I need to do this. This website, Rulala, is free. So not spending money here. Now I'm going to make this new pin. See how we don't have a complete face here? Because no one cares about complete faces anymore. I'm going to take these two images. Nice. I'm going to make a new pin. So copy. And we're going to I'm going to make this a little bigger too. Okay, paste. Let me see here. Now, this is a horizontal image. Pinterest doesn't like that. You want to go vertical. So I'm going to actually move this beneath here. And you know what? I don't know if that looks quite straight, so I'm going to move her. Well, I'll just do this. Okay, now I'm going to make a new pin entirely. It's too high up. You know, I will actually just leave this like, I'm thinking ahead, you see. Okay, this looks good. So new, I'm going to minimize this. Okay, that's all you need to do here. So let me save this. I'm going to call this West Coast Style, Palm Springs Style. That's what I'm going to call it because, oh my gosh, computer's thinking. Google loves Pinterest, right? It looks at what you name the images to. So Palm Springs Fashion. That is a search term. Okay, Palm Springs Fashion. Save. All right, this image is going to become a pin. No one has seen this on Pinterest before. You have complete rights to do this with Rulala, okay? I do not break rules, not at all. So we do not need to worry about that. I am a rule follower. So what I'm going to do is add a pin to this particular Pinterest board. All right, so we're going to upload this image. This is what Pinterest likes. This is that fresh blood. I'm not pulling it from another website. Come on, computer. It is brand new. And this is how you start making money on Pinterest. So I'm going to upload this. All right, so that looks pretty good here. So what we need to do is make sure it looks good. Okay, tell everyone what your pin. Okay, I'm going to add a destination link here. I'll add a little more. So here is my link to invite people onto the website. When they register using my link right here, once they buy something, I get $10 now. And then once I have money, I'll buy something. So it's a nice little system I got here. So this is where you would put your website link, your affiliate link, your landing page for your whatever product it is you're selling, your vlog, your YouTube page, whatever. This is where your link goes, okay? So Palm Springs Fashion. Okay, there we go. First 50 characters, what shows up in feeds. So, is that how you spell tassels? No. There we go. This is what I'm going to do for the example. So when people click on this, it's going to go to Rulala, and if they're not members of Rulala, it's going to ask them to sign up. And once they do, it's going to go onto my account. As soon as they pay, then I get money. Isn't that nice? It's so simple, okay, and it works wonderfully. So everything looks good here. I'm going to publish it to outfits, my style. There we go. Publish. Perfect. There we go. It's boho chic, pastel, full gemstones, and tassels. Excellent. Now I can promote the pin. Someone can click on it. They go to Rue La La. I explained that whole process to you. Here we go. I just gave Pinterest fresh blood. They're going to put this on their servers. There's usually a bit of a lag time before it shows up to everyone else. But Pinterest has not seen this image before because I literally made it, right? I took an image and made it a vertical image. These words down here, I typed in myself. They're not copy and pasted from anywhere else on the internet, so there's no like soft core plagiarism going on here. It's all fresh. It's all new. There are keywords in here. There are keywords in the title. There are keywords in this image. Hey, this is exactly what you need to do to start making money. Does it seem simple? Yes, it is simple. If I wasn't talking, I would have been done with this within 20 seconds, and I would have been moving on making more images from this page. All right, and I did not violate any terms of service. I haven't ruffled any feathers. Everything I just did is strictly by the books. It's A-OK, and it works. So you are free to do this if you want as well with Rue La La. Go ahead. But everything I just showed you, you can take these same principles and apply it to any website that exists. All right, if there is some way for that website to benefit you, it is fair game with that quick and easy method I just showed you. It cost me nothing. Once you do it, you realize how quick it is. I mean, you will just churn them out. Super easy, and Pinterest and Google love it. So there you go. Please, if you feel like you must copy exactly what I just showed you, go ahead. I did make these two an image first, so Pinterest is going to be aware of that. But you could take this and make an image out of it, just using Microsoft Paint and just moving images around. Easy peasy. Or these two. They would look nice as a vertical image, so have fun with it. It's super easy to do. Let me get back to here. Now, you can take the principles I applied and use it from all over the internet. Any website that allows you to benefit from it is fair game. Now this pin you see on your left, okay, that little baby onesie, it's an organic onesie with like safe inks, whatever. It brings people to a place where I have an affiliate link. And when people buy baby clothes, I get a percentage of the sale. It's store credit. Right now you can see I have $16.80 of store credit. I have more, I have less. It fluctuates because I have a baby. So sometimes I need to buy baby clothes and I deplete it. Other times I don't buy anything and it runs up. It's nice. But point is, I'm dressing my kid with clothes I didn't have to spend money on. And they're new clothes, and they're not hand-me-downs. It's organic. It's nothing against hand-me-downs, you know what I mean? But it's like new clothes for my kid for free. That's beautiful. I love it, okay? So there are a billion websites you can do that too, but lest you think it only works with like store credit, I want you to look at this slide. Left-hand side, you'll see there's money, all right? I'm not going to tell you what website this is. It's one of my golden calves. You will discover golden calves too when you start pinning with the express purpose of making money. Websites that make you just so much money, you will never tell a single soul what it is. That's called your golden calf, okay? You will find them. I will not know about them. Well, this particular website, all that money you see there, that's cash money deposited into my bank account. These are passive links. I have a coupon code for this particular website. Coupon code doesn't expire. I don't care how people get to the website. Of course, with my links, I point them there. But if they get to the website and when they're checking out, they see enter coupon code or promo code, if they enter my code, I get, money for it. Okay, so I kind of don't care in one sense how they get there, as long as when they get there, they use my code, okay? If someone else points them there, cool, but it's my coupon code that makes the money, right? So you see here, 179, 245, 334, let's see here, $85. That's okay, I'm not sniffing my nose at $85, but I like the ones that are $495, $468. Yeah, now we're talking. All right, so it's not just store credit. It depends on what website you're using, and there are billions of websites out there for you to raid, Pinteresterly raid. Okay, so have fun finding your golden calves out there. It's nice when you make a sale and you get almost $500 from it. All right, and it's not my website. I have no overhead with it. I'm not keeping inventory. I'm not asking for reviews. I don't even use graphic designs. I just take images off their website for my pins, which is totally legal. So voila. Okay. Pinterest, that's one of my passive streams with Pinterest. So I have sometimes little babbling brooks, and other times I have damn near tsunami waves. This is one of those tsunami waves. What I showed you on the previous slide with the organic baby onesie, that's one of those little brooks. It all adds up though. All right, now, because I also publish on Amazon, I just want to point out that most ebook buyers are women, most Pinterest users are women. That's a real nice overlay there. So that if you're selling anything on Amazon, not just ebook, maybe something tangible, the amount of traffic you can get is staggering. But if you sell anything on Amazon, there's a limitation. But with Pinterest, you can work around it in a totally white hat manner, okay? So let's say you are publishing a book on Amazon. A drawback is you can't put badges on your book cover or your primary image cover if you're selling something tangible. It's against the terms of service. With Pinterest, however, you can use your book cover image with badges. What do I mean by that? So pretend you walk into like a Borders Books, a Barnes & Noble's Books, a local bookstore, whatever. When you think of bookstore, whatever it is that comes to your mind, okay? You would see like a bookcase in front of you with featured books, and maybe on those books there's a gold sticker on it it's shiny and it says like New York Times bestseller, or maybe it's got like a silver kind of star and it says like #1 young adult fiction. That's a badge. You can't put those on your images on Amazon. Okay, it violates the terms of service, and if you piss off Amazon, man, they do not take getting, you know, stamped on lately. They'll kick you off. They'll ban your book. I mean, who knows what Amazon will do? And then once they do it, you can't get back. So you never want to piss off Amazon, right? Whale. With Pinterest, you can put badges on them. So I want to show you how easy this is. If you have a link, okay, at all, please, you're selling something online, go ahead and paste it into the box, and I'm going to choose a link, and I'm going to make a pin out of it and direct all my traffic to your site. So you go ahead and set it up. And of course, this is live, and I don't know what you're going to send to me, so this will be fun, right? Let's see what's happening. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. I have, okay, Gwen Curry, you are on the block, all right? So pay attention because I don't know what this is. I got your link here. I'm going to go and I might ask you questions. So pay attention because I'm going to need you to type answers. This is so exciting. All right, how to stop rheumatoid arthritis pain naturally. Okay, it's a Kindle book, very cool. Let me just look at your page real quick so I can kind of get a feel for what you've provided as information. Okay. Good, we got some reviews. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. And we have a look inside. I love this because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a call to action on this, a very soft one, like a friendly one. When you have the look inside, if you're selling an ebook, it's a very non-pressure way to get people to crack open your book. And once you get them to look inside, if what you've written in here is good and compelling, it's easier to close the sale then. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit print screen on my keyboard again because I don't have your original image file, but you do. So that's good for you, but I'm just going to work with what I got here. So print screen, back to trusty Microsoft Paint. Paste that in. I am going to copy. So we're going to paste. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to call this How to Stop. This is not going to be its final name. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to one of my tricks up my sleeve here. Okay, it's this software I developed to absolutely like annihilate competition on Pinterest. So I'm going to put this in here. It's called Pretty Pins Wizard. I'm going to upload this image and we are going to make a stellar pin. We are going to put fresh blood in the Pinterest universe. We are going to make your pin fancier. We're going to add a badge to it. I'm going to send traffic your way. Come on. Okay, how to stop. There we go. Okay, so this is what I have to work with. Now, if you have the original image file, which all of you would have, this would be bigger. But this is all I got right now. The most important thing that I can work with here is that it's vertical. So now we're going to modify text. Okay, I'm going to add a bottom bar. See that? I'm going to make it colorful. Already it's becoming more compelling. What's that blue look like? Blue looks okay. Now we're going to keep it pretty opaque. Okay, now symbols. We're going to choose a symbol here. Let's see here. Well, I like the satisfaction guarantee. We're going with that one, all right? Because if people read your book, when they're going to be super excited. They're going to be satisfied. So let's show the symbol here. See how it popped up over there? Well, I don't want it right there. I want to move it around some, right? So I'm going to bring it down. We're going to make it just a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, so this is a badge you can't put on your cover on Amazon. You do that, I mean, it's like you're flicking them in the throat and they're going to punch you in the eye back, okay? But on Pinterest, when you're making a pin that will lead to this sales page, you can totally do this. And these little badges, and there are many in here, are so compelling to the human eye. It screams quality. It screams worth it. So you want to put these on. Now, these bars that, you know, this color bar I put down here, I extended the pin a little bit. I made it longer. Bars are also visually grabbing, but you could add a top bar, a middle bar. You could change the colors, the opacity, whatever. Right now, I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm going to save it. Now, the image name has to be something that is a Google's keyword. So I actually like how to stop rheumatoid arthritis pain. That's a really good search term. So how to stop. I want to make sure I'm supposed to save image. Okay, so Google's going to crawl over that, see that, and go, oh, yes, yes, we should present this in search results. Okay. This seems to be good to go. So, to Pinterest, we're going to add a pin. I'm going to add your sales page here, and people are very comfortable clicking on your cover image, right? On Pinterest, coming right to this page, and there's buy now. This is not offensive to a Pinterest user. This is quite logical and expected. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so a destination link is your destination link. I am not going to benefit this at all. I thank you for offering it. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, all right, so add your title. I like your title's a good title. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but it's a really good search term and title. So how to stop rheumatoid arthritis pain quickly and easily. All right, so I'm expanding on it. Tell everyone what your pin's about. All right, so let me come back to here. Gwen, if there's anything in particular you would like me to touch on, now is the time to say it, because I'm going to put it in the description. Because right now I'm kind of going over this, that you have written on your Amazon sales page. But if there's anything in particular, speak now or forever hold your peace. I spelled it wrong. Okay, let me go back. I'm not familiar with rheumatoid arthritis, so let me go back and... G-O-O-D-E-Y-E, good eye, good eye, good eye. Okay, let me see here. Like this, everything you need. Look inside. See, because that's a feature, I'm telling people to do this. Look inside. Everything you need to know to put an end to the autoimmune disease. Everything you need to put an end is in this book. It's a total game changer. Okay, yep. All right, publish immediately. I'm going to do that. All right, let me just look over the, make sure. No meds. Okay. I'm gonna actually make that a quote, okay? Look inside. Okay, from one happy eater. No meds, no doctor, even though somebody on meds for the rest of my life. I have no pain. Definitely worth looking into. So I'm not telling people go now, buy now, because that's too harsh. You want to be like a friend that's offering good advice, but like, you know, take it if you want it. It's up to you. So that's kind of the tone you want to have. I'm going to put this on a board. Let me see here. Where would this make sense on the boards I have here? How about we put it under just for other people. Now the reason I say that is because a lot of people go on Pinterest to get things for other people. I don't have a board that's like health and wellness on this account, so I'm gonna put it here now. Yeah, just for other people. Okay, so I'm gonna publish it there. All right, let me see the pin, confirm. Look how compelling that is with the 100% guarantee right there. Okay, so everything, look inside, okay, that's it. And if someone clicks on this, it should take them to your sales page. So we're confirming that. I see it here. There you go. All right. So thank you everyone for offering your links. Gwen was the lucky winner today. Gwen, I wish you the best. Like I said, you're going to get a lot of traffic to this site. Whether or not they buy now is up to you, but I got to say it looks promising. You have nice images. What I read here was very nice. You got good reviews. So it seems like you're doing everything right. So yay. Internet high five. If you just felt your hand get compressed, it was me high-fiving over the distance of space and time. Cool. So that is something you can do if you sell anything on any website. But if you sell stuff on Amazon or you're an affiliate on Amazon, you can do this here. Back in the day, there was this whole thing like Pinterest changes links. Yeah, Pinterest doesn't change links. Pinterest never changed any of my links, and I have thousands of links, never touched a single one of them. So if you have an affiliate account with Amazon, you can do what I just did. Jazz up your image, because if it was only this image, this product image, that's boring. But if you use Pretty Pins Wizard and you add a top bar, bottom bar, add a badge to it, now you're talking. People will be attracted to that image. But I digress. Okay, let me get back to where I was. We're past this. So, okay, that is all part of this course I have, Passive Profits with Pinterest, okay? We haven't even talked about 1% about what's in this course, because this is just a, you know, conversation we're having online. I showed you one free, quick, and easy way to start making on Pinterest with that Rue La La example, and I just took a link from Amazon and I jazzed it up. That's going to make money too. These are simple ways to make money with Pinterest. There's a lot of other ways to make money with Pinterest that range from very, very easy to slightly more challenging. There's none that's particularly hard. Okay, but this is all a course I made, and I'm inviting you now to get in on the course. So it's a course called Passive Pinterest Profits, all right, and you can choose which Pinterest approach works best for you. You can try one way. If it works, awesome. Maybe that's all you keep doing, but maybe you're like, I will keep doing this, and I will also try another way. Or you might start something like, I don't like this. Let me switch ships. Whatever you want to do. There's lots of ways to make money, but this course includes 3 courses for total Pinterest domination, 4 hours of training, a Pinterest master plan, easy to follow blueprint to make sure you stay on track, and a lot more. In fact, why don't we go look at everything I am offering you? The link is www.snip5.com/now. Okay, so this is the link you need to make Pinterest work for you. Instead of you just pinning, it's time for you to make money on Pinterest, and this course is how you do it most quickly, all right? Because I've compressed years of knowledge into action steps you can take. Now, I'm going to post this link into the chat, so you should be able to see it soon. There we go. snip5.com/now. You're going to get, let me show you. Let's go there right now. I got to close some links here. When you click on that link, you should come to this page, Passive Pinterest Profits. All right, so this deal expires pretty soon. Yeah, okay, but look at everything you get, okay? You get access to all the following for just one payment of $497 when you act now. You get Course 1, The Foundation, standalone, $197 value. Even if you have a Pinterest account, you need this course because I guarantee when you set it up, you never thought you could do it making money, right? You just set it up as like a normal person. Broadly speaking, because I can't make bullet points for everything I cover in every course. Broadly speaking, we're talking about Pinterest, the basics and demographics, image and description examples, Pinterest terms of service and mood board competitions, which I never talked about this today while we were with each other because there's much to say and we're running out of time. How to set up your Pinterest account, that's all in Course 1. All right, then Course 2 is the monetization course. There's a lot in there, but if I could just keep it short, the 2 biggest points would be Pinterest and affiliate links and Pinterest and ClickBank. There are many other ways to make money on Pinterest, don't get me wrong, but just super broadly speaking, and because I can't list everything, publicly, let's just leave it at that right now. ClickBank and Pinterest do not like each other, but I have figured out a way to take ClickBank products and market them on Pinterest if it doesn't violate any terms of service, and it's actually great because there are some fabulous ClickBank products out there. The ones that are good are stupendous. Because Pinterest and ClickBank do not like each other, you don't have a lot of competition for the good ClickBank products. If you follow the steps I give in this training, you're fine. You'll be able to sell it, and because there's not competition, you'll crush it, okay? Again, this is only because I've been doing this for years. I figured it out. Course number 3 is Pinterest for Business, $197 value. Pinterest business aspects to consider, Pinterest analytics, and Pinterest ads. I didn't talk about that at all this training, okay? You can make money online with Pinterest without spending a cent. Heck, I showed you one way to do it, okay, with the Rue La La example. Even the Amazon example that I got from Gwen, that live example, I didn't spend anything. If you want to spend money on, though, you really need to pay attention to that course, all right? Because you don't want your hard-earned money to go to waste. You want every cent to work for you. So the analytics, the ads, we go into that. And then Course 4, wait, I thought you said only 3 courses. Mwahaha. This is a special course. It's the Advanced Tactics, a $297 value that you get while I'm talking, essentially, okay? We follow the most followed pinner. We analyze what they're doing right, combining 2 images into 1 vertical image, examples of passive Pinterest links and search results, and Pinterest and videos. I didn't even talk about that this training. That's freaking huge, huge. okay? How to make money using videos on Pinterest. It's so easy. It is really not as hard as you think at first blush. It's really not, and it's fun, and it makes so much money. It's awesome. All right, but that's in the Advanced Tactics course. You also get some bonuses. Lifetime access to the Passive Pinterest Profits Facebook group. That's a $997 value. That makes sense once you learn more about Pinterest terms of service and the mood board competitions. They do tie in. It's a great asset. The bonus number 2 is the Pretty Pins Wizard software, which you saw a little bit of when I was working on Gwen's Amazon link. All right. Well, there's a lot more to that software than what you just saw, and that's a $297 value you get for free. Bonus number 3 is lifetime access to software updates. It's a $197 value. And you have nothing to lose with this package because I'm offering you a full 30-day money-back guarantee if you're unsatisfied in any way. For reals. You have 30 days to go through the trainings, to put it into practice. If you're not happy, I'm not happy. 30 days to get your money back. All right, but people that get the course love the course because it does make money. Okay, and you learn so much, and you realize how Pinterest, you can absolutely wield it to whatever money-making strategy you want to use, whatever suits your personality the best. So that's the Passive Pinterest Profits course. It's really 4 courses and some bangerang bonuses, including that Pretty Pins Wizard software. So once again, it's snip5.com/now. And let's go back to here because I got a little more I want to say, just a little bit, okay, before we get to any questions. All right, so the clock is ticking for you to get the foundational course, all right, or everything's covered. If you're already on it, you need to go through this. If you're not on Pinterest, you have to start here. The monetization course is essentially how do I make money on Pinterest? There are many paths. All right, but that's the focus of course number 2. Course number 3 is Pinterest for Business. That is if you want to spend money on Pinterest, how do you spend it so that you get a good ROI on it, okay? You don't need to spend money to make money on Pinterest. Just let me repeat that again because it seems so shocking because on every other social media platform, you got to spend something. You don't have to spend money on Pinterest if you don't want to. But if you do, you need this course so you don't make any mistakes, all right? Want to learn how to make your images better? Got you covered. You want to learn my personal secret method for maximizing the effectiveness of my pins? I haven't told you guys that. It's too secret. It's too profitable. I can't just give that away freely like I did, the best times to pin. Let's not tell anyone about that. Remember, we all pinky promised. But I call this method my alley-oop, all right? And it works astoundingly well. It's just too valuable. I can't tell you any more than that. Does the thought of managing a Pinterest dashboard give you pause? I break it down. I want you to understand the analytics and the ads. This and so much more. All right? I cannot make enough bullet points to talk about everything that's covered. It's the most comprehensive Pinterest course that exists, period, end of story. Nothing else comes close to touching it. Now, hey, come on. All right, here's the link again. You'll be able to start harnessing the profit potential of Pinterest starting today with the link that I put in the chat box, snip5.com/now. You can, like the Rulala example, go ahead, start doing it now. Like you can copy it, but there are many other ways to make money. And if you go to this link, get this course and all the bonuses that come with it, you're going to be astounded by the different paths you can take to making profits on Pinterest. You're also covered by the Net Results Ironclad 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee, which means you have nothing to lose but everything to gain. If you've never dealt with the Net Results before, I'm not tooting my own horn here, and I say this as unbiasedly as possible, we're OGs and our word is bond. So if you're not happy, we are not happy. You just send us an email, and you get the email when you buy the product, and you just say, hey, I'm not happy, and you get your money back. Like, it's that simple. I know what it's like to be a consumer and not be happy. I would not, make it difficult for you. I would not put that evil upon you, okay, because I'm a consumer. I know what it's like. However, saying that, I know you're going to be happy with this product because it works. Okay, now here's the link again, snip5.com/now. Okay, bonuses, that Passive Pinterest Profits Facebook group. We can repin each other when necessary, offer feedback on designs, offer support for Pinterest questions. A lot of people actually use this to ask me personal questions, like one-on-one. You can ask the group, but sometimes people don't want to reveal what it is they're marketing on Pinterest. I understand that. In which case, you can use this as a kind of one-on-one consultancy with me. So that is an excellent benefit to the Facebook group. You get that bonus, the advanced strategies. Okay, so all those points we talked about, especially the Pinterest and videos, the bonus videos, okay. There's nothing else like this. There's a product I sell on Amazon, and when I'm ready for it to sell out, I use Pinterest and videos, and it always sells out every time. So it absolutely does work. Use it responsibly because it will work so well for you too. We didn't even have time to talk about it in this training, but it is in the Passive Pinterest Profits course. All right. You also will get the Pretty Pins Wizard and premium images. So real quick, let me just show you what that is, because you saw a little bit of this. Remember I said this is one of the tricks I have up my sleeve to crushing Pinterest? All right. Well, premium images, every month we release images that we know are going to do fabulously well on Pinterest. So like here, kitchens and baths. Let me pull this up. You have all the rights to all the images in Pretty Pins Wizard. They are all also vector files, so you can stretch them or shrink them as you want, and they will look good. All right. The resolution will be super clear. So maybe you have, ooh, I like this. Let's click on this over here, select. All right, maybe you have a blog post, or like you have a YouTube channel or something where it's all about, you know, decluttering your life, like Marie Kondo's kind of like your guru, okay? I would take this image and see how I'm stretching it. The longer it is, the better. It takes up more Pinterest real estate that way. And then you can add like color bar to the top bar, and then make it hot pink or something, and then up there be like, get my free book or something, whatever it is you want to say. This is just like an example. You can change the text size, you can change the font, you can change the color of it, the opacity of it. We could add more different symbols to it. We can even change here. I'll put this on here, select. Looks nice. Show it on here. Let me make it bigger, because you can even type within these badges. Yay. I'm going to move that down. See what I'm doing here? So basically, instead of hiring a graphic designer, you have Pretty Pins Wizard. Okay, so this is one of those premium images. Every month you get new images we know are going to really resonate with the Pinterest users. Now, just to come back here, you can unclick this. We have it set to Pinterest default width. If you unclick it, you can use these images as ebook covers. You can use them in your email copies. You can use them for whatever you want. Like I said, you have the full rights to them. And then you can also search for images too. Okay, so maybe like a waterfall. So you don't have to go buy images. Pretty Pins Wizard, we have it set up to crush Pinterest, but you can use these for whatever you want. Guilt-free, you're good to go. So this is an incredible software that you get for free right now. So that's a little bit of what it does, and it's super fun to click around on. But, okay, the link is snip5.com/now. The clock's a-ticking. All right, you're covered by the Net Results 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you're not satisfied for any reason, you would just email support@thenetresults.com. You don't have to rush to write that down. You'll get it in your email, but we want you to be happy. That's the bottom line. Now that I have this idea brewing in my head, hear me out here. These bonuses are so secret, they're not even listed on the website. You go to snip5.com/now, you're not going to see these listed. All right, we are in like pure stealth mode. We are so secretive about this because it's explosive. It's awesome. But rest assured, you're going to get it. Okay, even though you don't see it listed, it's top secret. It's yours. If you invest in passive Pinterest profits right now, while the timer is a-ticking, you will get these. All right, keep it secret. Keep it safe. Here we go. You get a course called Spoonflower Power. I can't tell you everything it does right now because it's its own course, it's its own thing, but it dovetails with Pinterest super nicely. All right, in a nutshell, this website allows you to take designs and make and sell. You don't actually make it, which is the beauty of it, but you take your designs and you sell it to people, and it can be fabric by the yard, or it can be wallpaper or wrapping paper, or they will take your designs and they will make all kinds of textile things like pillows or placemats or duvet covers, pillow covers. Here you see curtains, here's wrapping paper, wallpaper, just fabric by the yard, whatever. I mean, cocktail napkins, tea towels, what else? Table runners, tablecloths, etc., etc. So if you just upload the design, they make the products, all right, and you get a commission on every sale. It's incredible, y'all, incredible. You can make your own designs in Spoonflower, okay, and it's free to do so. You can use something more fancy like Adobe Illustrator if you want. You could outsource it, whatever, but one file can be turned into 50 products, and you can market and sell all them. I'm so excited about this. All right, so it's a new course. You get it for free. That's really cool. All these things you see here, they're mine, okay, and they are selling, and it is awesome. And so you take these images, like look at this wallpaper here, this Polynesian tapa bark inspired backprint. That's a pin right there. That image would look great on Pinterest, all right? So we take this image, it's really a link, put it on Pinterest, put a soft call to action there, drive the traffic, because this wallpaper in particular is good for renters. Like, it's easy to remove. It doesn't take off paint or anything. It's like re-stickable, so I could have it on one accent wall one day and put it on my ceiling the next day. It's fine. So there's all different ways to market this with Pinterest. You get the Spoonflower Power course for free. But you know what? I'm going to give you something more. Oh, yes, I am. This is so secret. It's a brand new top secret training I've been working on as of late, and it deals with Society 6. Complements Pinterest and Spoonflower beautifully. It repurposes the designs, all right? Opens up another passive income stream with the barest amount of work. So I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the kind of goods you'll be able to sell. The course is going to be really thorough, though, but this is the exclusive look that no one else is getting to see, much less hear about. So keep it secret, okay? Now I'm going to show you some things, like some final products, but how you get there, I'm developing a course, all right? I'm literally making it right now. As soon as it is complete, you will automatically get it, and then you can dominate and crush this new platform. You can use Pinterest to drive traffic to there, all right? But this offer is temporary, right? It's as long as the clock is ticking, as long as I'm talking, it stands. So let me show you what Society 6 does. It's amazing, okay? And it takes like no work whatsoever. So you're going to take images, like a design, one image that you upload onto Spoonflower. It gets made into like 50 products. No work on your part, right? And you use Pinterest to market it because it so heavily relies on aesthetics. Take that same image and you're going to put it on Society 6. Society 6 makes things like this. This is an image. It's a picture I took, y'all. A picture of stained glass, and I have it on Spoonflower, so it's duvets, it's fabric, it's wallpaper, it's all that stuff. But with Society 6, it kind of fills in the void of Spoonflower I have found, okay? Now, I just did this. Like I said, I am working on it right now. So we have different art prints, canvas prints, wood wall art. I got to figure out the wall hanging. That would look awesome. Rectangular pillow clocks. I'm going to figure out how to make it a sheer curtain, how to make it rugs. Look at this table. Look at this freaking table. All right, it is my table. Yeah. Yes, that's mine. It's good. I want to show it to you guys. It looks amazing, and I'm not doing any work for it. I guess you can just do it that way. See that table with that print on top? That's my print. This is my table. Okay, bath mat, coffee cups, coasters, acrylic box, all kinds of stickers, stationery cards, iPhone cases, laptop cases, these fanny packs, which are like really coming back in style. I'm going to make a duffel bag out of this, clothes, okay? So look at all these things. I can do stools, can coolers with one image, repurposing it. And Society 6 has different payouts, all right? You can determine what your royalties are. You can set the prices, and then you can change your percentages. So this will all be in the course. Uploading this was easy. I'm figuring out everything else. And when I do, and it won't take that much longer, you'll get the course for free. The Society 6 course will be yours too. And you know what? I feel terrible. I really do feel terrible that it took me a few minutes to get on to the training because time is valuable. So you get these 2 secret bonuses, right? Spoonflower and Society 6, while the clock is ticking. I am going to extend my offer, actually. So you get these top secret sales bonuses. If webinar support would be so kind as to put, let's say, another hour on the Passive Pinterest Profits page, if you could add an hour to that timer, that would be awesome. All right, because we're running low. An hour, give you some time to think about it. That would be much appreciated. All right, I'll make sure that this deal is extended a little bit of time, maybe an hour or 2. All right, so that you have time to think about it, maybe talk it over with your spouse. Because I understand $497 is an investment. What I also understand is you get the biggest training you've ever encountered, probably, on anything, because it's that thorough. There's nothing in comparison with how to make money on Pinterest. This is the authority training, okay? You get all these things, all right, 4 courses, bonuses, one of which is software that you can use the images any way you want forever. You have the rights to them. That's like unheard of. Well, you get that for free with this, and you get 2 new courses, 2 new trainings on how to make more money using images, all right? And it perfectly aligns with making money on Pinterest, perfectly, because it's so aesthetically pleasing. So you get the Spoonflower course, and you get the Society 6 course that I am literally making. No one knows about it, so please do not tell anyone about it. It is our secret, all right, because I'm really excited at how well it's working thus far, okay? You get all these things for that one price, totally worth it. And it makes you money. Like, it's not just training, it actually makes you money when you take the ideas and you put it into your own practice. Completely worth it. Actually, it's a deal, it's a steal. I probably should raise the price. But I will extend the offer. All right, so that I will do for you guys because you guys are very patient and tolerant. So yes, you get all of these things. Let me show you the next slide. And it will all be supported by that 30-day money-back guarantee. All the courses, the softwares, the Facebook groups, the support, the lifetime access to updates, Spoonflower, and Society 6. It's okay if you haven't heard of those. They're money makers. The courses are coming your way. You will become knowledgeable. You will beat the horde. So yeah, it's all covered by our 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked if you are unhappy, but you are going to be very satisfied, so I am not terribly worried about it. I will extend the offer. It's definitely still good while I'm talking, but that, in a nutshell, that is what I wanted to share with you today. So if you have any questions, I'd like to go over it now. Now is definitely your time to ask. Okay, so a question was, do you need to make your own designs to sell on Spoonflower? No, you can outsource it. The stained glass example I showed you that I'm using on Society 6, I also have on Spoonflower. That's a picture I took. It's just a very geometric picture. So if you have nice photographs, that can absolutely work. You can outsource it too. You can paint. I have one design that is being proofed right now by Spoonflower, which will make sense once you get the training. But I just painted with my fingers. I made like these squiggly signs, and they kind of look like eyeballs. It's a very organic human looking print, right? Like someone in a cave kind of did it. You know, it harkens to that feeling. That's fine too. I scanned it. It was a PDF, but then I converted it to a JPEG. I uploaded it. So getting proofed. So there's many ways to be creative with Spoonflower. But if you can't even pull a straight line, you can just outsource it. Fiverr is a great website for that. So where on the site is the software? Well, the software, if you're talking about Pretty Pins Wizard, because you didn't say exactly what, and we're offering you so much, you will get an email once you buy. You will get an email telling you how to access the Passive Pinterest Profits course, how to access the Pretty Pins Wizard, how to access Spoonflower, and then you're not like a waiting list because you're the only ones that know about it, but once the Society 6 training's out, you will get an email automatically saying, here's how you go get it. Okay, so it all comes in the email. Okay, got some people joining in. I love it. Can you use Amazon images as an affiliate, Heather asked. Yes, you can. Now, you're not going to have the original image, so you know how I showed you in Pretty Pin software how I was expanding that bathroom sink image? You're not going to be able to do that with Amazon images because you don't have the original file. But if you do what I did with Gwen's example, where it's just a print screen, all right, and then you go into like Microsoft Paint or some equivalent software, and you just take out that image, yes, you can absolutely use it on Pinterest. The one thing I would say to make sure you don't violate anything is make sure that image goes to that sales page. So don't post an image, an affiliate link, it's Amazon, right? Say it's a nail polish remover someone's selling on Amazon. Don't take an image of that nail polish remover, but have it point to a sales page that isn't Amazon, first of all, but secondly, is a different product on Amazon. No, no, no. All right, you want to play fair, right? You want to stay on everyone's good side. Nail polish remover image goes to nail polish remover Amazon link. Then your next affiliate image is like a kid's toy scooter, goes to the sales page for that kid's toy scooter. As long as you do that, you're fine. And like I did with Gwen's image, you can use Pretty Pins Wizard to make the image nicer for Pinterest, because just a white background is kind of boring. Right, so you add a top bar, you add a bottom bar, you add some of those badges, you put cool font in there with some eye-catching text, and that's how you attract the traffic. That's how you get your Amazon affiliate sales. Yay! We got more people. I can't wait to be in touch with you. So how do you search for more affiliate sites like Rue La La? That's an excellent question. It is in the training. Okay, there are ways to find a website. It's in the training, but I will tell you one method right now. Okay, think of a niche you're interested in, maybe like organic skincare. Okay, go to Google, type in organic skincare affiliate links or organic skincare affiliate program, and then websites will come up. Click on those websites. Somewhere on those websites, usually you got to scroll all the way to the bottom. There'll be a link that says affiliate program. Click on that. All right, and then follow whatever their steps. A pro to that is not many people do that. All right, most people go to websites that conglomerate affiliate programs for you, which is cool. Go ahead and do that too. But if you do what I just said, where you pick a niche as your keyword and then affiliate program, that's a little extra work, which means a lot of people aren't doing it. The con to it is every website's going to have different requirements, different criteria. So for one website, you might have to submit like your Pinterest page you intend to pin on. Another website, you might not have to do anything. Another website, you might have to answer a questionnaire. It's silly. It varies widely, but that's one way to do it, for sure. Excellent. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we got all kinds of people joining in. Yay! Oh, it's so exciting. And I'm really excited, those of you that are just got the training, I'm really excited to give you the Society 6 training too. I really am. That top secret, uber top secret training I'm working on right now, you guys are the first ones, the only ones that know about it. And I cannot wait to share it with you. And once you see how you can make all these products on Society 6, and the images are top-notch professional images, they're like marketers' dream images, how easy it is to market it on Pinterest. All right, and it goes to the clientele, like it lines up with the demographics nicely. Oh, it's so great. So once again, the link is snip5.com/now. Let me, come on computer. I want to go make sure that the time was extended on the offer. Again, you get 4 courses. One of those courses is an advanced tactics course with passive Pinterest profits. You get bonuses, including software. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so you guys have more time because I understand it's an investment. but you get so much for it. You get everything here. And remember, each one of these courses actually has more bullet points underneath it. I just had to keep it short. Like I had to cherry pick what I put on this page, just in the interest of space. You get the bonuses. That software is incredible. You can use it for virtually anything. We have it set up for Pinterest, but if you unclick the set default Pinterest width, you can use it for your ebook covers, on your websites, whatever you want to do, okay? So Pretty Pins Wizard software, yeah, $297 value, that's even a little low. It's worth more than that. You get the bonuses, you get the super top secret trainings for Spoonflower and Society 6. All right, I don't know how much I'm going to sell Society 6 for. It's going to be a significant amount of money as a standalone product though, because the products on there sell for significant amounts of money, so your ROI is higher and quicker. So I don't know. I will keep you informed on that. I did see someone asked a question about that. But I just peeled the curtain back to show you what I'm working on. So you get all that. Even though they're not listed here, they're invisible. You definitely get them. Promise. And let me see. Any other last questions? The software is right. When you buy Passive Pinterest Profits, you'll get an email telling you how to access all the software, your net results account. I mean, you have to buy it first and then it will all come to you. But the software I was talking about that is listed is here under the bonus, the Pretty Pins Wizard software, bonus number 2. That's the one I use to make Gwen's Amazon book more flashy for the Pinterest audience. So the Society 6 software isn't for sale yet. Someone just asked. I'm working on it. As soon as it's done, you will get access to it. So this is like super sneak peek into it, super exclusive access. Soon as everything's done, it's yours. You don't even have to think about it. Any other questions? Looking through to see if there's any other questions before we call it a day. All right, I think I see the webinar support has answered a lot of questions, so I'm trying to see if there's any I missed. But it's been absolutely wonderful having you guys on here. And I know you learned something you can take action today. Remember the Rue La La example? You can do that method anywhere on the internet that lets you benefit from its website in some capacity, be that store credit, affiliate links, coupon codes, anything, okay? You can make that work to your advantage with the Rue La La example I gave you. Yes, it works with Gumroad products. Let's see here. All right. Okay, everyone. I think we've got people that have joined in, which is wonderful. I can't wait to share all this knowledge with you. I can't wait for you to start making money on Pinterest. And then with Spoonflower and Society 6 as well, Pinterest will certainly be your biggest ally in making money on these websites. So I'm really excited for those of you that have already committed to expanding the ways you make money online, all right, to really taking this passive method and making it work for you. I'm proud of you. It's a leap a little bit, but it's a good leap, especially if you've never made money online before, because Pinterest is fun and it works. And like I said, it's not particularly tedious. Some methods to making money online is very, very tedious. This is not that way. And then let me see here. Okay. I think everyone's squared away. A lot of questions were answered while I was talking, which is wonderful. But according to me, you still have more than 40 minutes to get in on this deal. 4 courses, multiple bonuses, 2 top secret courses. It is unreal. So if that's all, then I think we shall call it a day. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can just reach out to support the net results. Happy to help you. But I will see the rest of you, those of you that have made the purchase, that have invested in yourselves and your ability to make money online. I will see you guys soon, most likely in one of the Facebook groups. All right, very exciting. Keep an eye out in your email. Whatever email you use to purchase this product is where emails talking about how to find me will come to you. So with that, everyone, I hope you act on this. It's a fantastic deal. So worth it. The ROI, it absolutely balances out. And yeah, if you could see me right now, I'm waving to the screen. So everyone have a wonderful day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I hope to hear from you very soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.